No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as ruck. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm going to share some of them stories with you on this channel. That cool with y'all? Great, because that's what we do on this channel. When things happen, we talk about it. We don't hold it in. We let it out and release. Have you ever had to deal with one time, 5-0, the law as a veteran, maybe as a civilian? Now, I'm going to give you the incident. I'm going to give you a scenario, and I want to know what you guys think. Not just what you think, how'd you feel, and on top of that, what'd you do? We'll talk about that on the live today, but we're having a nice ruck right now, getting out here filming. Some of the neighbors found out that I'm rolling this show, so I'm gonna give you a show, like I always do. No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as ruck. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm going to share some of them stories with you on this. What's going on, guys, man? We are back. And let me tell you guys something. I had some experiences, y'all. I had a moment yesterday that I'm going to talk about. And for you guys that know by now, y'all know I'm a family guy, I'm a family man, and when my kids ask me certain things, I tend to make sure I give them the truth and nothing but the truth, even if it may so hurt their feelings.
Yeah. That's what I have to do. And that's what we're going to talk about on this show. So while you guys are locking in and tapping in with your boy right now, I need you guys to overstand. I'm not here to trigger anyone, but I am here to drop a few gems that you may need to get through the day. It's your boy Inside, and I appreciate you guys tapping in. With that being said, make sure you guys lock in, tap in, stay for the end of the show. You may be wondering yourself, why is Inside talking about stay to the end of the show? It will behoove you to stay to the end of the show. I actually took some time out to make sure I shouted a few people out, and I wanted to make sure that I did it in the right way and had things set up, for everything to roll. Now, if you guys have been seeing, I have been developing this show over the time, constantly getting this thing rolling, perfecting it even more. As most of you guys know and been watching, you guys know this is my way of escaping. This is my way of releasing. And when things happen, I make sure I make sure that I am talking about it, at least certain things. I don't talk about everything, but I do talk about certain things I believe that will help other individuals out in this world, especially the ones out here that are in the state of survival. Because I'm going to tell you what, I may be living out here, but I'm still surviving. We find out the hard way sometimes, even when we're out here doing our best to do the right thing, even when we're out here doing our best to show up for those that we care about, want to see win, want to see them advance, we tend to kind of, hey, you know what? This time I'm going to pull up. This time I'm going to show up and do what I need to do to make sure my people's straight. And I did that yesterday, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tap in with a few individuals that you haven't tapped in with yet. And if you haven't already, make sure you tap in with these shows right here. Routine builds confidence. Veteran business must knows. Discipline over motivation, man. And I had to use some of that yesterday. I had to use a little discipline yesterday, which we will get into. I'm not gonna hold you too long. We're gonna get into that. But I have to set the stage. I know I got my drink with me as usual. Hope you guys are staying hydrated out there. But I had to set the stage for this one. Yesterday, it was so crazy how this all lined up. After the incident that happened yesterday, there was two incidents that happened yesterday, right? And then when I got back home, I watched a film with Angel, and it was called The Gate. If you have not seen it, it's something that you should watch. I would definitely say it was a good movie. Definitely put some things in perspective. With that being said, take some time and check it out. Check it out. When it comes to anybody doing films out here, it's just nice, support what people got going now. If the movie trash is trash, it is what it is, damn it. It is what it is, right? You guys don't know already? Boom, bow, back to school party and content day. Yeah, yesterday they already had the other back to school day. That's why you didn't see the flyer. Y'all, bro, where the flyer? It's because the event's over. The flyer's not here, event's over, right? But this event is still going on. That's right. August 15th, 2026. Make sure you tap in with Course Promotions, man. Yoshi Baby and the whole team. I'm talking about they got music, they got cameras. Y'all know they got the who's who that's gonna be in the building. So you need some type of content. It will behoove you to show up. They got school supplies, food, music, just a grandiose time. They ain't worried about no weather, none of that, because it's all inside. It's going all the way up, man. Make sure you guys tap in with them, you know what I mean, and lock in. I'm telling you, parents out there, it's hard out here, you know what I mean? This stuff don't come all the time. So make sure you do yourself a service, kick your pride, and go get the supply. Supply yourself so your kids can have a decent future to move forward. Now, with that being said, man, if you haven't tapped in, tap in with Gems IT Publishing. Y'all see how I'm rolling the show? I make sure I'm shouting out certain things early on so I don't forget those things, man. Make sure you guys do that. I got a few infomercials to share in here. I got some things. I've really been working. You see right here, right up under. Y'all see, look at that. Y'all see that back green? You see the green backing out? Yeah, I got the green rolling right now, man. We setting the mood, right? Well, Inside, are you going to talk about the incident that happened? Yes, I am. On this show, We do real stories, real talk for veterans, rebuilding life after adversity. Yesterday, during watching, it's so funny, man. During watching the Industry Talk show, I had to go take a ride. I went to go support another veteran brother of mine. His daughter ended up spilling something on the computer, and he needed an extra keyboard, which was the keyboard that he supplied me with. I ended up getting another keyboard, as you guys see, got me another keyboard, and I always keep what people give to me. I keep it in good hands, so you never know, anything could happen. You may need that thing back. And guess what? He needed it back. So I needed to go take a ride, right? Told Angel, and Angel already gave me a look, and she know I don't be really going nowhere, but I wanted to go help my brother out. So I went to go and pull up, went to go do the thing. Now, there was an incident that happened when we got there. The incident and the situation was the baby was making some noise, and the neighbor ended up calling the police officers. Henceforth, why you guys seen the cover that you guys seen. PTSD encounters police. Y'all, I had a moment. I had a moment yesterday. And normally I don't bring my kids with me certain places where I'm going, certain places, but I did. And I did. Now, my brother ain't did nothing wrong. The baby ain't did nothing wrong. Everybody ain't do nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong. This was just a misunderstanding. Let's get that off rip. It was a misunderstanding. It was something that should have been it shouldn't even been a situation, right? But learn some things in the situation. I've learned that I've grown. I've learned that, there's going to be times where I'm going to have to use some of these tips that I'm going to share with you guys, because yesterday I had to do that, right? So a neighbor ended up calling the law enforcement on my brother while I was there, right? The baby was being loud. If you guys got kids, for those that do have kids, sometimes the kids get loud, and you're in an apartment complex. Sometimes the walls are not as thick as they could be. The walls are kind of thin, right? And I always say this, man. Your kids gonna have fun. You want your kids to have fun in summertime. Let them play. Let them do what they gonna do. But still, at the same time, there's a complete understanding, respect the neighbors and all that type of stuff, which he was. He was like, hey, baby, just calm down, chill. But she over there playing with my son, and they having a good old time, right? Some neighbor, now, there's two ways of looking at this. There was a neighbor that called. We don't know who the neighbor is. I'm not here to bash nobody, but the neighbor, whatever neighbor that called, they called, and what they told the law enforcement, which we found out from them, was they thought something was happening to a child. Cool. All right. I respect that. I got kids. You felt like a child was in danger, so you called the police. Got it. Checking paper. All right. Where you got a problem with that inside? Well, here's my problem. I do not have a problem with them calling the law enforcement. I do not have a problem with that. I do not have a problem with a neighbor wanting to make sure some children are safe. Not a problem. My issue is with how many police officers showed up. That was my issue. That right there, number one, triggered me. Number one, you know how y'all know, if y'all ever been in a little situation, trouble. I know some of y'all ain't never been in no trouble before, but listen, for some of you guys that may have been in situations where the laws come, one time come, you know what I mean? The ghetto bird flies. When they come, they don't respectfully, they beat on the door like it's like something happening, like there's a fire in the building. Right? I'm instantly I'm talking about when I heard the boom, 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 boom. Instantly, my first thought, where's Taylor? Where's my son? That's my first thought. Second thought, what the hell's going on? And I'm looking. I after I look for my son, see where my son's at. I immediately looked at, bro's over here, bro. Good. We chilling. Ain't nobody doing nothing. It's nothing going on in here but two veterans talking and kids playing. So maybe there's something else going on outside. Boom. Now I'm in full on, I'm in soldier mode now. Anything that's moving, shaking is automatically a target. Period. I'm not asking no question. I want to hear nothing. Damn what y'all talking about. I need my kid to stay close to me. I need to make sure I got an eye on my brother's baby too. Now, and I want to make sure he's straight. He goes to answer the door. Laws come in. Boom. There's three officers at the door. Now, it's a small hallway space. The apartments are made to where there's a hallway inside of the building. It's not like outside, right? Outside, you overlooking the lake. Really, really nice apartments, right? Nice area. Okay, so overlooking a little water and all that type of stuff. But where they are at, there's a hallway, and in that hallway, they are bombarding the door. Now, okay, at the time, I'm already heated. I'm already upset. I'm already bothered. I'm already triggered. Like, listen, y'all. Woo! I'm hot. I'm angry. One, because I don't know what's going on. Two, I'm looking at my son and he's just shocked as I don't know what. He's just so lost. He's lost right now. But y'all, I'm not letting nothing happen to them babies, nor am I going to let anything happen to my bro, at least while I'm in the building. Okay? So with the three officers, you got a white officer, Asian officer, and another white officer, right? The way they came in the door, you know how they do, put the foot by the door. Now, by law, you have no right. Now, my bro may not know the law. I have studied some of this stuff. Not saying I'm not a lawyer, not saying, but I've been in enough situations to know, hey, y'all just not finna come up in here. Y'all got to sit there and talk to me outside. Matter of fact, I'm going to step outside and I'm going to close the door behind me. That didn't happen, bro. Allowed them to come in. Now I'm extra triggered. Now you got one officer blocking. There's only one way out. So we got one officer blocking the door. And you got two of the officers, the Asian officer and the white officers come in. They're not even, man, the motherfuckers ain't worried about the goddamn kids. Excuse my language, y'all. They are looking for something to have a reason, more of a reason to be in. Anybody else in anybody? Man, you see the small apartment? Ain't nobody else in here. You're seeing us. You got eyes on everybody in this building. You see these kids are playing. Right? I'm hot, y'all. I'm hot. So instead of allowing them to continue with this extra, hey, what's going on? You know, bro, handling it. He's doing what he got to do. It's his place. He handling what he got to handle the right way. Not getting belligerent, not getting angry. I'm more angry than him. He's just like, what the hell going on? He ain't never had no officers come here. What's going on? And he's handling the situation right. I'm hot. I'm pissed off. Right? I'm a little bit irate right now, right? And he's doing the right thing. So they tell us what happens. Okay, boom. And I was like, well, shoot, do any of y'all got kids? Now, I couldn't just sit there and not say nothing. Y'all know, man, you just sit there and don't say nothing. No, I'm not like that because I need to know what's going on. I need to make sure that I'm safe. You never know what these guys are thinking. You got two black motherfuckers in here, and all they know is some kids are getting hurt. Hands on their hip already. Like, it ain't finna go there, and it's not finna be a movie today. And I'll talk about a movie that Andrew and I watched called The Gate, right? You're not finna go down like that today. Not today. This is gonna be a movie, all right? But it's not finna go down like that today. Hey, man, I need some information. I need to know what's going on. Well, we can't tell you who called. I don't damn who called. Do you see these kids are straight? Yeah, well, do y'all got kids? Well, yeah, we got kids. Okay, kids gonna be loud. Sometimes kids gonna want to have fun, especially when they're in a small place and they probably ain't played with a lot of kids yet. That's how my kids are. My kids don't be around a lot of kids. But when they get to be around kids, they want to go play. Period. No question. That's a normal thing. So going to go play. Let them go play. And they may have gotten a little loud. You know what I mean? They were loud. They were jumping around. The floor is not that thick. But I believe, and I was feeling this way, that them officers, they didn't give a damn about them kids. They were doing this shit. They looking around and just looking for another reason to be here when they didn't see anything to cause. No, oh well, this is just kind of like a protocol. No, ain't no protocol. Just say you really searching to see if there's some other things going on in here when it really ain't nothing going on here. It was good brothers in here taking care of their damn kids. And I instantly said what I said when I was, hey man, I'm here with my brother. I'm here with my veteran brother. Make sure he can do his schoolwork. Ain't no problems going on here. Now they are starting to feel threatened. Now they feel threatened. Well, you're not, listen, man, listen. I've been out of the military a long time. You're just not going to talk to me no type of way. But see, I had to do what some of these tips were saying do, which is what I'm finna play right now, right? All right. And these tips they give for veterans, I didn't even know they had tips for veterans when you get pulled over and the ones that deal with PT. I didn't even know they had this, right? So there are certain tips that they've got and curriculum they got to go by when they know that you deal with PTSD. And most of the time, they're not going to know until you're already triggered and already on edge. Y'all look here Sunday because what? Woo! Anyway, so here's some of the tips that it says that we should do as veterans when we may get pulled over, have a situation where we got to talk to law enforcement. We need to do these steps in these orders. All right. The first step is to stay calm first. Now, kind of hard to stay calm when you're already in your head. I'm already in my head. I'm already in my head thinking, y'all are going. And now listen, all officers are not like this. All right, but I'm already thinking in my head, y'all are instantly seeing threats. Y'all already got it in y'all head we doing something wrong. So y'all are on edge. I know for me, I can't speak for bro, but I'm on edge. I'm already on edge. I'm already in my mind figuring out how I'm gonna get to that officer that's by that door, just in case. Strategic. Most veterans are like that. We're already finding a way out of the situation while it's going down, because we ain't gonna be able to go over the top of this thing. We got down there at the top floor of this thing, okay? But what it says here is stay calm first, all right? Inhale 4 seconds, exhale 5. Inhale 4 seconds, exhale 4 seconds. Keep hands visible, speak slowly, and for example, officer, I'm feeling a little anxious. I'm keeping my hands right here. Now, you are thinking 4, 8 seconds, 10 seconds, that's not a lot of time. It's not a lot of time. I'm antsy, the officer's antsy, hands on hip, I'm ready to dip. It's a lot going on in that time, and I'm stating these points. And as I'm reading over these points, I get it makes sense while we're just stating the points. But when you heat of the moment, yeah. All right, so let's see. 2, it says, tell them that you're a veteran. I did that. I'm a veteran, sir. And it also says, I deal with PTSD, so I may seem nervous. This simple line can change the entire tone of the interaction. This, damn, she took that it's right out of my in Dallas, it's different. You goddamn right, it's different. It's different. And we was in Plano area. Extra different, right? And third tip, it says, use clear, simple statements. PTSD can make communication harder under stress. Keep it short. I am not a threat. I am cooperating. I am moving my hands now. Officers responds better when they know exactly what you're doing. You see, that sounds all good and well, but I've been in, listen, shout out to Young Diggy, man, because I probably wouldn't be here if, to this day. Officer would have put on me when I had my little episode and I had one of my PTSD moments, and the paramedics and everybody got there before the officers got there and Diggy got there, right? I'm glad he got there, because if it was officers got there, they probably would have gunned my ass down. Just being honest. Dallas is a little different. There's always something going on here. Simple situations tend to always turn into something a little darker. Now, in Mississippi, they turn up out there, but I think that's a little bit more about skin color. Here, man, it's officers versus civilians, period. Officers versus communities. And they have a motto, same like us veterans do. We stick with our brothers, and they're gonna stick with theirs. Win, lose, draw. That's what they do. That's why that movie I was gonna talk about is something else. Something is one of them ones, right? All right. Tip number 4: avoid sudden movements. For those that don't deal with PTSD, that don't have anxiety, that don't have a nervous tick. Most of us with PTSD, we do a lot of shaking, a lot of hand movements, right? It just makes us feel a little bit more control of the situation. When you got a trigger happy officer or an officer that's never really dealt with anybody that deals with PTSD, and no sudden movements. When you tell me no sudden movements, instantly I'm feeling restricted to move, right? And now I'm feeling like you're not here to save me. You're here to eliminate the threat. So my mind is instantly goes to survival mode, and I'm not thinking straight. So with these tips that I'm reading, we gotta understand people that write these things or some of this stuff I read. Most of these people probably are not so much veterans or deal with these things. They're more so of people that may be helping a veteran out. Like they may be a psychologist, they may be a counselor, or they may be a VA rep that's coming up with some of these tips. But most of them are not veterans that deal with the actual issues, right? And it also says right here, call a battle buddy afterwards. Call a friend, call a fellow vet. Talk it out. Hence for what I'm doing right now. I'm talking it out. But I was there with my brother, and I'm glad I was there. I was gonna make it out. Just saying, right? Cause my son is there. But y'all know what really ticked me off, and I'll tell you guys this right after this little commercial break.
On this channel, we talk about adversity, right? Overcoming adversity. We talk about surviving. We give real life stories for veterans and civilians to use so they can make it through their day, every day. This channel is for survivors, and I ain't here just tossing the hay. Some of you guys say, shucking and jiving. But we ain't doing none of that. This channel is created for individuals like you and myself, and especially my past self. Some of the things that I've had to deal with, go through and face, I needed a channel like this that was gonna be honest and true and share some real life events so I know what to do next time anything or any scenario may come about. Seriously, I encourage you right now, send this to someone that may need it. Now I know we're in the middle of the show, but here's the thing. While we in the sauce, in the moment, having this type of conversation, others may need to hear this so they don't make that crucial mistake by being triggered, flashing out, and doing the wrong thing at the wrong time, destroying the rest of their life or their career. Walk with me, talk with me. Tapped in, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. On top of that, y'all know what we like to do. We like to ruck, hike, bike, and sometimes, occasionally, you just might see a 10 out. But the whole thing is to get some peace, release, stress-free living, and making it through another day. We are the survivors, and this channel is made for us.
Like I was saying, guys, that's why a little infomercial for you guys, a little plug-in for you guys to see how serious I am about what I'm doing right now. I have a nice routine going with this, right? And it's literally became a part of my life. And I have to talk about this stuff. I got to. There's not a should I not? I have to, right? Now with the movie I was talking about, right? The movie is called The Gate. Right, and this movie, now I'm not gonna give the movie away. Angel be like, bro, you be giving the movie away by talking about it. But just imagine you are an individual that's staying in a nice neighborhood already. You're staying in a nice neighborhood, and you may got a couple of homies that are from the hood, and they want to come rock out with you and kick it with you. And you guys want to go to a party. You guys decide to go pull up to a party. You end up running into some traffic, and you have to take a shortcut. Normally in life, so crazy about movies, when every time somebody take a shortcut, it always leads to something bad. So shortcuts in life are not good. But you take a shortcut in life, right? You take a shortcut on the road. When they take a shortcut on the road, they end up in another really, really nice gated community. If you guys have never been in a gated community, a really nice one, not a makeshift one, a really nice gated community, you know, in that gated community, most of the time, individuals are to themselves. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody's a part of a certain niche, a certain team, a certain golf group, a certain type of club, right? And outsiders are not allowed, period. Or you end up coming there, it's best believe you might want to go ahead and turn around because you're already a problem. You're already disturbing the ecosystem. Like Big G say, the ecosystem. You're already disturbing the community just by being there, and they feel like you shouldn't be there. Henceforth, what a lot of us tend to go through, even if you do stay in a nice neighborhood. But these young men ended up going to a neighborhood, and they had to go through these different wake-up calls, what I'll say. And, you know, we all got our own ideas of how people are when you see them. And some of us are blind to what's really going on out here, and you think you can just talk your way out of everything, and it does not work that way, right? We learn in this film, which you guys should watch, it's called The Gate, that you should stand up for what you believe in, right? And know what you're talking about for sure. And don't be so disrespectful off rip, but you gotta speak up. You gotta stand up for what you believe in, because at the end of the day, you only get what? One life to live. And so you only get that one life to live. Guess what? You might want to protect it at all costs. Seriously. And the reason why I am looking like this in this image, right? I had, do something a little shocking for people to tap in, but this is literally what we feel like when we be like, damn, again? Damn, bro, what did you say? Y'all know how you got them homies and them friends. Well, y'all may not, but I got a couple of homies and friends that do not have any type of respect for law enforcement, anybody with any type of strength of authority. I only have a problem with them when they're doing something I feel is out of line. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with no laws. I ain't got no problem with none of y'all. Y'all do y'all, I'ma do me, leave my family alone, we'll leave you alone. That's how I look at that, right? And most of the time you got individuals that likes to kick up the storm, make things worse than they need to be. And those type of incidents that happen in the movie. It's a really good film. Actually, it's just crazy that the incident that happened just before then, that happened in real life, I come home to watch a movie that I'm just like, not just went through this. Just went through this shit. This is some bullshit. I can't believe. But you see, that's why the universe is so powerful. Sometimes we need certain things to happen. We need certain things for us to have a little wake-up call. That's what comes with a great writer. A great writer will have you thinking one thing and then something else happens. Kind of like how the universe works. You can get out here and say you want to do certain things, but you don't believe those things going to happen. Guess what? It's not going to happen. The other thing is going to happen. We kind of get a taste of that every single day out here. At least I do, right? And it's just, I got chills right now. Because let me tell you, this is the second part of the show. My son asked me while we're leaving, right? We're leaving, walking down the hallway. I'm still at about a 9 out of 10. I'm still about 9 heated right now. And I'm walking real quiet. I'm walking slow. Every time we turn a corner, I'm already panning the corner to see who in that damn that hallway before we even hit the corner. I'm down there prying the corner as if I'm doing some type of clearing. But hit the corner and I'm walking and he goes, Daddy. And he was calling me, right? But I was so locked in on making sure we made it to that exit door, got to that truck. And once we got to the truck, I kind of like snap back, like, oh, snap back to reality. Oh, you know what I mean? Snap back. And he's like, Dad. And I was like, what's up, Taylor? What's going on, man? You think they were going to shoot us? And I was just, oh, I'm talking about your kids will say some of the most craziest things, but it's not crazy. Now, a 7-year-old, y'all about to be 8, December. 7-year-old, my son asked me while we getting in this truck, before I even get the truck on, Taylor asked me, Daddy, they gonna shoot us? What? If that don't tell you, these kids already know what it is. And we not teaching them, hey man, when you walk out the door, make sure you keep your eye out. Keep your eye out for them officers. Make sure you keep your eye out for SWAT. We ain't teaching none of that. We teach survival. Angel teach writing, speaking. But goddamn, when my son got, and I'm not finna lie to my kids. Listen, I got it in me. I ain't got it in me. Yeah, good mount training. Goddamn right. I'm good at that shit. I still do that, man. I'm a beast at that shit right now. I'm prying the corner for real. He just didn't understand. He didn't understand what was going on because we don't allow our kids just to kick it with everybody. Well, our kids not finna just kick it with no kid. We just don't do that. You just never know what people got going on in their heads. That's why I couldn't get mad when they called the police for the situation. All right. And what they thought it was, some kids are getting attacked when all these kids are doing was playing. Y'all thought kids was being attacked or somebody was being hurt. And with you telling the police that, obviously they finna come in the way they came. But for me, on the other side of the door, it's like, say, man, this is what the world say we don't do. Fathers ain't out here taking care of their kids, letting their kids play, feeding their kids, watching. This is what you say we don't do. But that's exactly what was going on in the apartment. But on the other side of that door, they thought some kids was being injured and hurt. Now, I'm all for it. Listen, hey, what we finna do? I'm all about riding on some people hurting some kids. But we need to make sure we got some facts, though. Because being a person that deal with PTSD, I'm already on edge just waking the hell up. Tipping the scales ain't too smart. Trust me. Listen, I'm not saying I'm the baddest man in the world, but I'm a survivor. Some of y'all like to fight. I like to go home. There's a difference. There's a fucking difference. I said it every time. There's a difference. I have a mind of a survivor. Basic training skills, every soldier is taught. Some of us took it serious, some others didn't. But just with the bare basics, you got some sense of survival. And I shit you not, when it comes to my kids, remember, I'm a second chance father. So when it comes to my kids, motherfucker, you listen, hey, let me not. No, I am. I be goddamn, uniform or not, preacher or not, none or not, your ass will be barbecue fried. You know, I believe in cannibalism. When it come down to it, and I gotta go home, I'm tight. I will bite your ear off. I don't give a damn. Listen, hey, inside coming home, especially when my kids here, I'm a raid. Listen, hey, I keep telling y'all, I'm a megalodon in a sea of guppies. Where y'all will take the time to think I'm acting. Yeah. What happened? I don't know. I blacked out. I don't know. Why you got bones in your teeth? I don't know. It tastes good. Shit. I'm just saying. But anybody, you are an instant threat. That's why I'm like, when I'm around my kids, man, I'll be in there with Angel, and I just be hearing stuff, And she just be like, hey, man, just get chill. You know what I mean? But listen, I got to be ready. Hey, gloves ready. What we doing? What we doing? This is why I say I gotta learn to stay calm. Anytime I talk on this show, anything I talk about on the show is really some shit that I've actually been through and done. Just in the moments. Man, I'm glad it went the way it went. Oh, I was instantly ghost after that. Huh? I ain't got to chill with bro in a long time. Chilling was over after that. Hey, time to go. I know they gonna double back just to see if they can catch something. Nah, ain't nothing catching over here. You can catch nothing over here. You might catch a headline. Soldier blacks out. Soldier decapitates. You know what I mean? We never mind. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why I say, man, when people now be listening to some of y'all rapidy raps, your gangster talk, you know the baddest person is? A good father, a not rap too tight father. You know how far a father will go? Hell, you know how far a parent will go to make sure they seeds is taken care of. Especially ones that you got with you. Man, stop playing with me. You ain't got enough prayer in the world for me to stop what I'm about to do. And I'm going to enjoy it because I'm going to have to sit for quite some time. Hell, I'm going to ask Angel to write a book about it. Hell, go on make a movie about this shit. Yeah, put all details, specifics. I'm going to be sitting in this motherfucker for life. So goddamn it, hey, make the money off of it. Make the cho-chos. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be all right. Man, what you in here for? Don't worry about it unless you want to end on that chopping block too. I'm a fan of Dexter. Y'all hear me? Yeah, I said it. You heard it right. Hell, I wrote papers even in high school on Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I'm not saying they did anything right. It's just the type of loyalty there. It's next level. Next level. Next level. You know what I mean? Ted, one of the first black serial killers. Just saying. Not that that's not what the show is about. I'm just saying how far a parent will go. So, that's why you shouldn't play with people's kids. That's why I make sure I communicate with Angel. Hey, man, Taylor, come with me. Somebody come with me. Because she know. Hell, y'all worry about me out here. You need to be more worried about Angel. Shit. We both ain't got no sense. And I'm pretty sure y'all do the same for y'all babies. That's why I say this show is real stories, real talk for veterans rebuilding life after adversity. Anytime I go through something that I can talk legally about, with that being said, I can talk legally about, I'm going to talk about. Because others may have not been in that situation. Others may have been in that situation. And, oh, yeah, bro, that did work for me. Oh, bro, I should have did that. And I instantly told them motherfuckers, I'm a veteran. He's a veteran. We both veterans in here. So I did take at least one of the tips I said out of all these things I talked about today. But, yeah, for real. I'm learning. I'm learning. Y'all learn. I was really proud of myself yesterday. I held that whole drive home. Even when I had to stop and put gas in the truck on the way back. And he was going to get him a little icy. My son wanted a little icy thing. The little machine to do the icy joints. And while he's getting his icy, there's a gentleman getting his drink. Man, I instantly put my body in between this dude and my son. Dude didn't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. It was just like, nah, bro. No, we ain't. Not today. Let me just slide in here. Shoulder over here. I'm all on the... Why you pouring it? I know it was like that. Bro. Like, it's like that. It's like that. It's really like that. Everybody is a target until I see that you are not a threat. And you know what's so funny? Even me saying that, I know for sure those officers think the same way. I know. I know it. I know it. They may not mention it legally. They may not mention it, but I know. Yeah, y'all, we got a call. We gotta come over here and somebody over here attacking some kids. Instantly, it is, and from what they said, a few of them, both, I think two of the officers actually had kids. So obviously, gun ho. Yeah, y'all about to be some long. Y'all about to be some Bass Reeves in here. Y'all, for those that don't know who Bass Reeves is, he was original. He's the original. Okay, he's the original Long Ranger. You know what I mean? I know y'all seen all the westerns, but yeah, there about to be a bunch of Bass Reeves in here. Bass Reeves took his own son to jail. So that'll tell you, gun ho ready to go. You know what I mean? Super high speed individuals. I get that's how they think. And they do put their life online out here doing what they gotta do. That's not a job that everybody can do. I get that. And but see, when you put a weapon and some authority behind an individual that may have been picked on while they're growing up, or they have maybe been done a certain type of way when they were growing up, and they finally get that instance, get that get back. Y'all remember the young lady down there in Houston? I can't wait to get me one of them. I can't wait to get my one. I get going to jail instantly. And, you know what I'm saying? So we all human. I think that same way when it comes to protecting my kids. Hell, I think that way when it comes to people that do me wrong. Don't worry. You ain't made the list. You're still living. Y'all heard what he said? Y'all heard what you heard what I did not stutter. Right, but that movie, The Gate, was decent. It was a decent movie. You know, I was expecting some other things to happen, and you know, and some of it was actually filmed here in Texas. So I definitely respect it. But yeah, Angel B. do be picking some goddamn movies, don't she? You know, my God, they're always picking in good movies, and they always seem how to line up. Always seem how to line up with some of the stuff I be talking about. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I hope you guys are enjoying y'all Sunday, man, because I am. I'm enjoying my Sunday. I got to live to see another day, so I'm definitely feeling good by myself. These are the shows and things that we got coming up for Monday. Monday, we are talking about veteran life lessons. Y'all know I might tap back in on this one. But yeah, Cuban Gooding Jr.'s son. Matter of fact, I need to go find a picture of it so you guys can see the movie I'm actually talking about. Let me see if I can find a picture of this so you guys can see. But yeah, definitely a good movie. Mason Gooding. Yeah, she was telling me that was his son. I didn't know. My bad, Mason. Didn't know, guy. But yeah, this is the young man here. I'll make the picture big. Open it up so you guys can see what that is. Boom, boom, boom. This is the feller. This is the feller right there. Let me go ahead and pop it up so you guys can see the individual I'm talking about. Bow right there. That is the movie The Gates. Okay, it's not The Gate, it's The Gates. And just by the cover, yeah, you almost can tell. Oh shit, we got these three Negroes, black skin ass mofos running through this rich neighborhood. Y'all see the mansion behind them, and you see their body language tells it all. Yeah. So it's definitely one of them good, decent movies. You know what I'm saying? And that you guys can watch all the way through, and you're gonna be kind of shocked, and be kind of shocked at the end. Definitely got some things in there. You know what I mean? We actually watched some decent movies yesterday, but this one kind of ties in what we're doing. So, Cuban Gooding Jr., your son, he got some skills. I'll give it to him. Angel kept saying he looked like, I don't know. I don't be just looking at niggas roles like that, but I guess so. I guess he looks like him. So, bow. Fucking right, y'all. Anyways, Monday, we talking about veteran life lessons that the Army teaches you fast. I definitely got a few for you guys. Tuesday, we going in adversity stories. I just gave y'all one today, the battles we overcome, right? Wednesday, hump day. I love just calling it hump day anyway. But rebuilding your life tips, I got some dope ones. And on your day one, getting back out into the civilian world, do's and don'ts. Then Thursday, we come back with another veteran life lesson, military relationships versus civilian relationships. I got a good one for that. I'll type that fast, dude. I got to make sure I respell that. I'll type that shit fast. Anyways, Friday, weekly recap. You know what I mean? As we do every Friday, we go back over some of the things we talked about during the week, reflection and motivation. And then as we do Saturday and Sunday, I drop some good old content for you guys to rock out with too. With that being said, man, if you guys have not already, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share this with a friend. The Gates. Make sure you tap in with The Gates. I think it is a decent movie to check out. Make sure you watch it with your kids. They may learn something too. Our kids didn't watch it with us. They be like, y'all boring. Mom and Dad, y'all boring. We don't like it when y'all doing stuff that we can have fun with too. It's cool. Our kids talk bad about us. As y'all see, man, right down below, up on our information bar, you get to see what this show is all about. Real stories, real talk for veterans, rebuilding life after adversity. Host, me, Inside Look Live. Inside Speaks. Inside Look Live is the umbrella for this whole thing. Military Veteran Point of View is the segment you guys are watching. And we get our promotions through Quest Promotions as well as Gem IT Publishing. Make sure you guys tap in with that. Boss Talk 101 Prime Time. Yes. Make sure you tap in with them. I appreciate them picking up the show. Now, the second part of everything that happened today, I gave y'all a synopsis on what happened with the police officers coming through, reason why the thumbnail was like that. I gave y'all a synopsis on with my son telling me about what he thought the officers would do. He think they would shoot me, you know what I mean? Just kept it real with him. Nah, son, you know, I wasn't gonna let that happen. Daddy wasn't gonna let that happen, you know. I'm here with you. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Hell, the devil couldn't come in this motherfucker and touch you. He gonna have to take me first. It's gonna be a battle of all battles. You know what I mean? You don't know if you ever watched the show Sandman. You should definitely watch it. It's one of the epic, most dopest fight scenes you will ever see without a fist being thrown. Yeah. You know, I always talk about Ant-Man and his badass fight scene. Just imagine a psychological wordplay fight scene. It's the best one ever of all the films I've ever watched. Period. And I watched a few. Definitely Sandman. That episode out of that whole season was probably the dopest one. When Sandman has to go and fight the devil. Like for real. But definitely a dope show. With that being said, there is the Cash App. Big G gave me some information, tapped in with me. So you can support the channel here with the Cash App link is right there. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. You don't got to do it. But if you decide to do it, cool. We'll make sure these funds go to help somebody else or support somebody else. But recently, we just went to the JB Comedy House website and went to go purchase us a shirt and some clothes. I purchased some shirts right there. And you guys know I like to keep my receipts to let you guys know. I really be doing that because it's just nice to support others, man. And most of the time, man, people aren't getting the support that they deserve. And this brother deserves all the support that is needed. I want to make sure I share that, what I'm doing right now. Make sure we ain't got the address on here. But as you see, there we go. You know what I mean? We purchase certain stuff like that. And we want to make sure when we do get people sending stuff to us, we go back and we make sure we tap in and buy from someone else. That's how we do it, even when it comes to us. Bless me. Thank you. Right? For y'all said bless you. Appreciate it. But that's how we do when people buy graphics and different things like this. We take a portion of it and purchase from someone else so we can keep getting people buy from us, right? And Angel's got these books out, so we'll take a purchase of that and buy some books from Angel and just keep the cycle rolling on and on. It was good that he mentioned that to me and told me to do that. So guess what? I got my ass up, got out here and made sure I added it in to make that happen, man. I'm excited about everything that we've got going on here. Please do yourself a favor. You need to help. Go get the help. It ain't nothing wrong with getting help. It's not a form of weakness. It's a form of strength, right? Don't let these people get out here and fool you, get in your head, make you feel some type of way because you feel like you need help. Hell, we all need a little help. It ain't about just financial help. It ain't about your health help. You need some mental help. please do that. There are services out here. There are apps out here. Visual, tap in with Visual. Up, ready to go, active right now. You can tap in with it, lock in with it, because there's a subscription that's going to be coming with it. Definitely is something that you can do. Make sure you tap in with all the sites and everybody that I'll be telling y'all about. Reason why I'll be doing that because I like to promote for people, and everybody's not really into that promoting themselves lane. Did I say that right? Promoting themselves, like y'all know what I mean. You know, people don't like to promote themselves. You really should do that. And that's why I did what I did that you guys are about to see just here in a few seconds. So make sure you guys stay locked in and make sure you share this because I made sure I did some shout outs. I did some plugins there. And I got a little clip to roll for you guys, which I will show. With that being said, I have a new saying that I am going to drop tomorrow. Those that find out what the saying is, that means you got to actually watch. You find out what that saying is, we'll end up doing something for you. Just know. And then I might start doing some giveaways on here at the same time. I was asked would I have guests on this show, and I was like, you know, I may do like a pre-shoot. I'll do like a pre-shoot and then pre-record it and then have the recording play. I may do it like that. I don't know if I'll do it like the live joint, but I will figure that out. But it'll be something pretty dope, and it will make sure that the conversation that we were having, and I may even call it the roundtable segment until I can get it the way I want it. But we'll work on that and bring that to you guys. It's got to stay entertaining. Got to keep people locked in. So as we build this show, we want to make sure we stay in those real stories, real talks for veterans, rebuilding life after adversity. That's what this whole show is about. That's how I started this show, and that's how it's been going. As you guys been seeing, I've been adding in my family on top. Those are my babies right there. And then there's my little twin boys right there. And you guys are going to start seeing more paintings and things like that. With the little update on the painting, every time I look at this painting, I want to add more and more and more. You know what I mean? So I might go ahead and do that. But I am enjoying this, guys. I'm enjoying this. It's been a plus. Just, hey, I got to keep it going. I'm going to keep it going. God dang it. I'm going to keep it going. That's what I'm going to do. But you guys stay locked in, man. And as I said, what I was going to do for you guys, and make sure you're sending this to somebody that needs it, that needs to see it, because I worked hard on this. Let's go.
Before we end the show, let me tell you guys this. I appreciate you. I thank you for everything that you guys are doing. Just tapping in, sending me messages, sending me DMs after the show. You know, I don't always respond to everything, but I will talk about it on the show. It keeps it lively. Survivors, surviving, constantly moving forward. Whatever it is that you're going through, dealing with, fighting, you're going to make it out. You're going to win. Period. Hands down. Don't let these people trick you out your position. It's all the way up. I salute you, soldiers. Hey, I honor you, vets. And guess what, civilians? Some of y'all all right with me. As I tell you guys all the time, I love sharing the sun with you guys. The sunrise, embracing that energy. And that's what I'm going to give on this channel. Embracing the energy, giving you guys some real truth. Not the fabricated deals for the views. These are real life scenarios. Now, I may not mention anybody's names, but these incidents do happen. And the way this show is going and how it's building, we're going to continue to help make you laugh and maybe even save a life or two.
Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.